Hi, I'm Dr. Kat Childers, Academic Technology Coordinator.
And I'm Christine Jesse, Classroom Technology Coach.
And this is Vartek Tuesday. In this episode of Vartek Tuesday, we're going to be talking about creating digital portfolios. Specifically, by the end of this session, you're going to know how to create a portfolio for you or your students, and you're going to learn how to share those portfolios.
So why create a portfolio? Why is this important? If we're talking about on an individual basis for like an individual class, this is a really great way to showcase work from the beginning of the semester or beginning of the year throughout time. For example, I have a portfolio here for photography. Okay, so you can see the progress and the pictures through here. When these are shared, people have the opportunity to comment on your pieces, whether they be pictures or writings, or maybe projects that you have completed.
Another way, though, that you can use the portfolio idea is to help kids preserve their work over time. So let's say, for instance, that you have a senior portfolio and you want to showcase specifically like writing or even artwork or any content area where you want to showcase how the kids started and where they're ending, how we can see growth over time, and also that might help students when they get ready to go to a college. So next steps, how to create your portfolio. So first things first, let's learn how to create a portfolio. So you're going to go into your Schoology account, and this is what it looks like. These are all my courses, right? The first thing you want to do is go into your personal profile. You're going to find that in the top right-hand corner. So I'm going to click on my photo, and it says your profile. We're going to go into that. And then when my profile loads, you're going to notice that right under where it lands, you're going to find portfolios. So I'm going to click portfolios. This will literally just take you a couple of seconds to do. You're going to add a new portfolio. It's going to load for you. And it's going to ask you for two things. Number one, you're going to give it a title. And then number two, you can add a description. So for the title for now, I'm just going to say sample. And then for my description, I talked earlier about making like a senior portfolio. So maybe this is senior year for me. And so maybe I'm just going to call it senior year. The only other thing to really do here is add a photo if you'd like. So you click on the little box here and you can either use a generic color or you can say upload image. I'm going to go ahead and upload an image. I'm going to browse for that. And the first thing that comes up is what I'm going to use. This is a picture of me with some of my coonhounds. So I'm just going to click that. You're going to see the photo show up here, and then I'm going to click update. Once it updates, there we are. I've got my new portfolio. I've given a description. I've added a picture. I'm all done.
So now we're going to take that portfolio you just created and we're going to add some items into it. There are 4 types of submissions that you can put into your portfolio, including assignments that you take from your courses, files that you can upload from your computer, links and URLs that we can take from things like YouTube or images, and then finally we can create our own items using a page to add into our portfolio. First thing that we're going to look at is adding an assignment. So to add an assignment, first we need to locate that assignment inside of one of our courses. So I'm going to go up to my courses here and go into my sandbox. Go to materials. And I want to upload my French Revolution jigsaw assignment. So I'm going to click on that. And it's going to open up the assignment here. Now the icon I'm looking for is this gray box right here that has the plus sign with a darker gray box next to it. That is what's going to represent a portfolio. So that shows me I can submit this assignment into my portfolio. And it's easy as just clicking it, checking to make sure that this is the portfolio we want to add it to, and clicking add. Once we get confirmation here, we can go back into our portfolio to make sure it's there. Let's refresh and speed this up a little bit. There it goes. So now notice the number has changed here. Instead of it being a 0, we now have a 1, meaning that there is one item inside of our portfolio. And there's my French Revolution jigsaw. So the next thing I'm going to add is I'm going to take a file that I have saved to my computer or from my Dropbox or my Google Drive. So I'm going to click here where it says Portfolio Items, and I'm going to click on File. So it's going to give me a list of files to add in here. So I'm going to choose a file to add into my portfolio. It's going to upload it here, and now I see that I have my file uploaded. You can upload anything from videos to pictures to documents, anything that you have that's saved on your computer. My next item that I'm going to add is going to be a link or a URL submission. So perhaps a student has created a blog or a video or has some sort of gallery on their computer and they want to share that onto their portfolio. This is how they would do that. So we could go to Portfolio Items and click link or URL. It's going to bring up this box, so we need a link or a URL to place in here. I have one already ready to go from our previous Vartek Tuesday video on YouTube. I'm going to click share, and I'm going to copy the link to a clipboard. So now when I go back here, I can paste it in as a link. So I add link. There it goes. And now here's my video. Last thing I'm going to add is a page. Pages are a little different because we're building it from inside of Schoology. We're not taking something from outside. So when we add the page, it's going to open up a different little window for us to use. So we're going to give first our page a title. So I'm going to call this Musings. And then we're going to provide an introduction for our page. Why is this page here? What does this mean? So we're going to add some words. And then finally, we're going to add things into our page. Now you can simply just type paragraphs, sentences, make a bulleted list here, or you could add in other items like links, images and media. We also have math text available for symbols and equations, and we can bring in YouTube, Google Drive sources, and things like that. So I'm just going to simply type a few things in here. There we go. And this automatically is going to save. But I want to see how this is going to look to the viewer. So I'm going to click Preview. The preview shows just this page. Notice that there is no text editing bar up here, which means no one's going to be able to edit the text that you have in here. Once you have this, it is automatically saved. So I can go back to my portfolio, and there's my musings.
Now that you've created a fantastic portfolio, you need to publish it. You want other people to see it. So in order to publish your portfolio, you literally are going to go to the portfolio and you're going to look for this little box or this little circle right here. Gray means unpublished. Touch it. Green means it's published. Unpublish it, same. Click, unpublished. Green, published. That's all there is to it. Finally, we're going to talk a little bit about sharing and exporting your portfolio. You've done all this work, you need to be able to share it with someone. So to share your portfolio, you're going to click the 3 little dots and you're going to click Share Portfolio. It's going to bring up the link. You're going to share the link. So you'll copy that link and you can share it in email or however in an assignment, whatever it is, you're going to share the link. That's it. I'm going to close that out real quick. And then the final thing I want to show you how to do is how to export it. So now that you've got all this great content, you don't want to lose it from year to year, especially if you're building like a senior portfolio, or if you're in an art class or something like that, and you've got all of this work that you want to be able to show maybe to a college entrance exam type of thing. In order to do that, you're just going to click the 3 dots You're going to click export to zip. It may or may not throw up a little message to let you know that it's downloading your zip file, but you're going to see it downloading here as well. Once it's downloaded, you can save it in your Google Drive or in your Dropbox or wherever you'd like to save it.
Welcome to the tech tip of the day. Continuing on our theme of formative assessments, especially quick ones, we're going to be taking a look at a random name picker that we found as a Google extension called Popsicle Sticks. So here we have our window, and we already have the extension. So we're going to open up the extension, and Popsicle Sticks is right here. And it's a very simple window. So we can add some classes. So we're going to create a class real quick. And then we're going to add some names. So we need some students in order to test this out a little bit. Once we have our students in here, we're going to click Random Picker, and it's going to choose the student at random. What's nice about Popsicle Sticks is that it will go through every student before it starts the list over again. So you won't have little Sally being chosen 4 times before Johnny next to her gets chosen at all. So as you can see, as she's clicking through this, we have Christine, then Jill, and then Christine again because our list started over, and then Jill again, and Brooke, and Kat, and that takes care of all 4 students, and then the list will start again. This is a nice quick way to be able to quickly choose names and be able to ask questions and get that formative assessment that you so need in your classroom.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dr. Kat Childers.
And I'm Christine Jesse.
And this was Vartek Tuesday.